What's going on? Working on a 2001 Yamaha Bear Tracker, having some issues getting the bike started. Obviously started first here with draining the fuel tank, draining the carburetor, opened up the carburetor, emptied the fuel out of the bowl, cleaned out some debris that was in there, likely causing some clogging issues, and letting the fuel flow. And once I did that, I was able to get the bike running, but what I noticed was that the bike was running, backfiring a little bit after a while, and then I noticed that it was kind of running lean and started to see the exhaust pipe get like bright red. And that's not a good sign. That means the bike is running lean. You got an exhaust leak somewhere. So come back over here, obviously that took the carb off now, and you'll see here the intake manifold, and I have the boot in my hand, which I'm going to show you in a second, but the boot is welded to the aluminum manifold, so that rubber boot there, you cannot take that off. But what you can take off is you can take the boot off of the carburetor. Okay, so this is permanently welded here, all right, which is now broken off. I broke it off, but there was a slight crack in this boot at the top, so I was getting an air leak. It's causing the bike to run really lean. So what we're going to do is we're going to replace that intake manifold. But you have to replace the whole manifold because this boot is welded to the manifold. So I think this is going to solve my issue, and we shall see. I have the part on order, should be here on Monday. But the bike was running after I did a good carburetor clean, got all the debris out of there, put some fresh fuel back in the tank. But I noticed I had some issues, and you won't normally see, you know, a small air leak on these rubber boots, but this one, there was a little bit of a pronounced crack at the top from this rubber getting brittle. And then I just, you know, continued to break it off here because it's mounted to the intake permanently. So I'm going to order a new intake, and you're going to basically take the two bolts off, take one here and one on the other side, and that, like I said, that rubber boot is going to come on the intake manifold, and we'll put that back on, put the carburetor back on, and I'll get this bike started, and hopefully that'll solve my lean issue that I was having, and it'll stop that exhaust from getting burning hot. So if you're having any of these symptoms, you might want to check this out. I mean, obviously you want to make sure your carburetor is clean and go through all the protocols to getting a clean carburetor and removing any of the debris that might be in there. But if you've done that and you keep doing that and you can't figure out what else is going on with your bike and why you're having the symptoms that you're having, you might want to go ahead and check out one of the weak points on these Bear Trackers, which is that rubber boot, which can get pretty brittle over the years. So hope this helped you guys a bit. Hopefully it's going to help me. We'll find out on Monday when I get the part and get it back installed, and I'll post a follow-up video to let you know how it goes. All right, take care.